Hello, everyone joining us on Twitch, and welcome to our very first Friday Night Fallout. This is brought to you by the Vault Broadcast Podcast. My name is Kyle, and I will be your overseer for this evening. I am joined by a roundtable of three amazing guests, people that you know from across the Fallout fandom, people who have already done some interviews on the Vault Broadcast Podcast, so I'm going to encourage you to go subscribe to that on all your favorite podcast apps. It's also over on YouTube, where you can see the wonderful videos where our guests are chatting, sharing, and oftentimes giving us behind the scenes of some of their inner workings, whether it's props, whether it's projects they're putting on, cosplay or conventions they've gone to. We've built this amazing community around us, and it's all thanks to all of you who have come and shown up and linked us all together, because this project for me has been an endeavor to meet people, folks that I normally wouldn't run in the same circles with, just wouldn't find their accounts across social media because it can be so hard to connect. We're so bombarded with ads and other things that keep us chasing products or something like that, that we can all often miss the best creators who surround us. So tonight, I want to welcome aboard three amazing guests with me. Below me in this frame, we have Cam, aka Mr. Wild Wasteland. We have next to me Marty. And we have Marty, Nuka Boy, and we have Vendor Hunt 76 down there. We have the wonderful DJ Danny Rand. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. How is everyone doing today? Mr. Wild Wasteland, why don't you take it away and say your hellos first?
Hello, everyone. I'm very good, thank you, Kyle. I'm very excited to be here tonight. Very excited.
Marty, how are you today? Thank you for joining us for this endeavor.
Thank you. Doing great. Excited to be here for the very first roundtable.
I could not ask for a better group of people. And we have DJ Danny Rand down there in the corner. DJ Danny Rand, how are you this evening?
Always blessed and happy. Very happy to be here. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. We have a wonderful docket of news for tonight. There has been so much going on around the community. We've got news of Fallout Remaster that just caught my eye today going on at Gamescom. We've got the Fallout 76 announcement for the tail end of the year here, including a Camp Revamp. And we've got the Fallout TV series unleashing a whole torrent of news, posters, trailers, event goodies. It is a phenomenal time to be a Fallout fan. And so we're going to bring all of that news together this evening and more. So what the format for this show is going to be, very first time doing any of this. And sorry if there's any tech errors that come up along the way. We're going to play things very loose and casual. We're going to roll with any sort of punches, because this is just a night about enjoying the fandom that we all love. So we will go through these news stories. We're going to talk about them as long as we'd like. Let our guests share as many opinions as you choose. And if someone's got a big opinion, you're welcome to speak up and go for it. If you have a few things to say about it, that's fine too. We could just always move on to the next topic whenever people are ready. But let's maybe first jump into a little bit at Gamescom. Bethesda's there this weekend, streaming throughout the event. It's going on for 3 consecutive days. There's going to be developer interviews, game showcases, community segments like Elder Scrolls Online, Doom, Dark Ages, and supposedly some Fallout 76 going on in there. We have a mysterious to-be-confirmed listing that appeared on the Bethesda schedule that's been sparking some rumors around the event. Speculation including a possible Fallout 3 remaster or remake. And potentially something to go do with New Vegas because of all the Fallout attention there. So without me saying more, I want to pass it to the table here. And we can keep going in order if that's okay. Mr. Wild Wasteland, Marty, and then Vendor Hunt. And we'll kind of go in reverse then when we go on to the new topic. We'll sort of do this boomerang style. And if people want to chime in with other things too, by all means, please do. But Mr. Wild Wasteland, what are your thoughts? Are you expecting anything big out of Gamescom?
Well, I'm not too sure just yet, but I'm honestly I'm hoping that we get something. I don't know if you've all seen, but on the Fallout official Fallout Instagram, they posted a picture of New Vegas, like in game, and it's awfully suspicious. right? And it's you wouldn't, if you were going to promote season 2, surely you'd post an actual shot of like the set or something, not in game. So that I'm hoping that is something to do with Gamescom, and they're going to reveal something over the next couple days.
It's that picture is such a tease, a wonderful tease to see posted online, and I think I caught that as well. Maybe cross posted over to Instagram the other day too. I am quite amped, and I know the community is very much about that. Marty, do you have any thoughts on this to give too?
Yeah, I saw the same picture, and at first, because I think I saw it first thing in the morning, and I didn't know what it quite was, because there's been a whole bunch of circulating. There's been people posting like those old 8-bit videos or whatever. So at first I'm like, I mean, I had just woken up, I was like, is that one of those? And then I was like, oh, it's New Vegas, And I mean, I screen just about everything else coming out of Gamescom. I'm just in it for the Fallout news. So when the trailer dropped, I was glued to the screen, and I was super excited. But I think I've had numerous conversations with people, whether or not Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas was going to get remastered, and which one's going to be, on the docket first. But I mean, I think right now it is my belief that I think if we're getting a new, remaster, New Vegas is going to be it. There's just too much hype about it.
For sure. I mean, could you ask for a better time to do it? I mean, the community's demanding it. They've been begging for it. And you're setting a whole teaser about it, all the content about it. We've known for so long, due to the actual set photos that people got early on, that this is where we're taking us. And you've all probably heard me say on repeat that the Fallout TTRPG's taking place out there this fall, that they teased a PR release, press release talking about being set in New Reno and such. So all Fallout projects are centered on this. So DJ Danny Rand, maybe you have some thoughts for us too on this Gamescom potential release announcement.
Well, I know that myself, being new into the Fallout universe myself, I know that I've been glued to my seat every time something saying Fallout has dropped, whatever it is. But I'm a big fan of the show, and so as I've been watching all of the releases and all the updates and whatnot, I've been getting updates from everybody in the Vendor Hunt 76 community about their feelings and thoughts on it. And a lot of people at least over here, they're thinking that the plan might be to do a road trip, if that makes sense, even though there's not very much of a cars situation, but taking it through all of the different games, and in the process doing the remasters along the way. I mean, I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and then there's another whole bunch of people that are like, that's just way too ambitious to even think that Bethesda would do that. But all I know, personally, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see this New Vegas era coming into things again. I mean, I saw an article this morning saying that there's been a resurgence of New Vegas downloads that hasn't happened for a while. So, I mean, I can only see nothing but hype, not hype, but I just see it building and building, and to see him start from something that may be not necessarily not canon, but a new story, and then all of a sudden switch gears and start focusing on, areas within the normal lore. I think I'm excited to see where they go with this.
There's not been a brighter time, I don't think, in the Fallout fandom as right now. As just everything we're getting to see is such an amazing tease. Recently, because I don't have this directly in the notes on its own thing, but we saw those wonderful pictures of actual sugar bombs being created, rad roach meat, all of that stuff. Like, we're starting to see so much of this digital world brought physical for this type of promotional material, and it's a fantastic time. I think we might get some very exciting news out of this weekend. It could be a great place for them to do a reveal. So that is, again, August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So it's getting to be that time. They're going to start using all these events and such lined up to promote the heck out of it. Anything other people want to say regarding a potential remake while we're on this subject? This is sort of free form if anyone wants to speak up now. I see Mr. Wild Wasteland looking. Hey, by the way, Mr. Wild Wasteland, I think when I was in promo mode, I apologize. I said hi to you as Cam, and I'm so sorry, Spencer.
Did you?
I want to apologize. My brain goes back, and I hear everything I say in a latency, just how my brain works. So I apologize to everyone out there. I'm just merging the whole Wild Wasteland community, which maybe we could also just do a brief life update and say that amongst the Wild Wastelander community, you welcomed aboard DJ Danny Rand, Vendor Hunt 76 on board to the crew. So that makes us here this really awesome pod, plus many other fantastic creators. I don't know if you guys want to say any words about that, but a kind of nice, just at-home element to the community that's watching us and knows us and loves us.
Some definitely big things coming. Definitely some big things that we've been talking about in that group chat. I cannot wait.
I know there's been so many updates, so many news, and we've been going back and forth, and it's like the one thing that just gets repeated over and over is just how awesome this community is, and it's just and it's meteoric rise, it's just been incredible.
It's the kindness of the people out there, right? And that's maybe a good moment to jump in and do a shout out to Stinky Dweller out there in chat. We got our wonderful friend and moderator, also one of my TTRPG players, Mac Raven out there. She's keeping the place. She'll keep all you rowdy raiders under control. Thank you so much for the followers that have come in. Sith Lord, thank you for being here and chatting along. And James is up there. Pro D Money's in chat tonight. Elfington, hello, I see you up there at the top, as well as Fallout 76 Wander. Hey, I want to remind people, if you're catching this episode later on the podcast feed, we're doing these live on Friday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York City time if you want to just put it into your phone. We got a whole page for it up on the website, overseerkyle.com. But I want you to go and get involved. There'll be there'll be links in the description for all of our guests here that are seated at this table. And like I said, this is going to be a weekly thing. We're going to rotate seats here. You're going to see a lot of returning guests. You're going to see some new people come through. But this is a fantastic place to bring together all these passions and lots of dedication here. People are introducing themselves to Fossabot. I love it. DJ Danny Rand, did you want to say anything about joining the community? I don't know that we gave you a chance to say that before I jumped in.
Hey, man, I'm blown away. I'm blown away by this whole opportunity, and not only that, the the ability to be able to make things better for everybody else, and how almost instantaneous this has been happening, and just the growth that's been coming. Almost like a tsunami, you know what I mean? It's just overwhelming, and I'm just every day I wake up, I'm even more and more excited to just keep pushing this. So I can tell you, the Wild Wasteland community, I'm extremely appreciative, and our community is amped to be working with y'all, and we can't wait to push these new things out that are going.
Sure.
Love to hear it. And on that note, let's talk about something that brings a lot of us together. Now, at the end of tonight, little programmatic preview for people at home. After we talk for another hour and 15 minutes we're going to start transitioning into Fallout 76. So for people at home who want to play along with us, Danny is over on the Xbox side. I think Spencer there and Marty are on PC with me. So we're going to get in there. If you're a fellow player, come join up with us. In the future, we're going to start organizing some bigger and more thought out events. And that's something that Danny Rand there is helping me put together, that kind of concept. But anyone in the community is welcome to submit different event ideas or meetups that you could host on a Friday night and we could attend. If you got something set up, you could show us. But what I'm going to do right now is flip us to a screen, because we're going to check out the camp building preview that has come out from the Bethesda site. So let's do that. Ooh, fancy, it worked. Now, we got this article. This was posted yesterday, August 21st. Join creative director John Rush in the latest developer preview as he dives into the ins and outs of the upcoming Fallout 76 Camp Revamp update. So we got a nice little picture here, and they're showing off the sky camps coming back around because there's been some ups and downs for those creators in the community. And I'm not a sky camp builder, but I know some of our friends there have felt like they were ignored or kind of shooed away by Bethesda, but now they're getting some love, and they're even called out in this trailer. So let's see what else I can read. Get ready to revamp your camp on September 2nd. Join creative director John Rush in the latest developer preview as he dives into the ins and outs of the upcoming camp. We just read that. From relaxed build rules to the refreshed workshop menu system, the workshop aims to make building simpler for players of all skill levels. Rush also reveals a new series of monthly camp building competitions coming later this year. Stay tuned for more details on how you can participate. And I hope everyone out there will be able to hear this. If you cannot for some reason, please do let me know.
Hey there, camp builders. I'm John Rush, creative director for Fallout 76, and I'm here to share details about our exciting update, Camp Revamp, coming to the game this fall. We wanted to create an update that empowers our amazing building community by making it easier to build and giving you more tools to build with. Camp Revamp features a revised workshop menu, which streamlines navigation, allowing you to build quicker than ever before. We've arranged our thousands of items into main categories and subcategories. For example, our lighting main category now has multiple subcategories such as freestanding lights and wall-mounted lights. An equally exciting addition within Camp Revamp is we're getting rid of our building restrictions regarding placement, allowing you to toggle snapping, intersecting, and free place anywhere. We see and hear you, Sky Campers. These changes allow you more freedom than ever to build in Appalachia. And to really show off our wonderful community's creativity, we'll be kicking off a series of exciting monthly camp building competitions later this year with huge prizes. Stay tuned for more information. We can't wait to see what you build next.
Okay, wow. Again, we're going to go in boomerang fashion here, so I'm going to toss it to DJ Danny Rand here in just a second. I want to say that one of the first things I fell in love with Fallout 76 was the camp building features. It's also something I quickly, quote, fell out of love with because I still love it, but placing things is difficult. It limits the heck out of our creativity. So, DJ Danny Rand, to see that we're going to get that improved and more, how are you feeling as someone who does a lot of building in the game?
Oh man, I am super stoked. I am beyond stoked when I found out that this was happening, but not only that the next season is going to be focused around building and like living in Appalachia and everything. And it's, for me, even as a new player of this, I spend a lot of time in shelters. And so I've pretty much, as far as my building, this is the way I build, because all of the lax rules and everything that they're saying they're going to be bringing is more towards like, if you're outside of a shelter and regular, just building out in the regular space, being able to have those same things going on to where you can make the amazing structures and different types of things in your camps. And then also like that we've been building in our shelters, and the other people that we've been meeting have been building in their shelters as well. Man, this is just like, we've been sitting here talking as a community, talking about plans, or not just talking about plans, but actually building an underground like village. And the plan is to be able to what's called jetpack from one camp to the other, or even just use the balloons to be able to launch each other from one camp to the other. But being able to have all of these, less restrictions on us and easy building to merge stuff so it looks exactly what you're trying to build and not just, something that is kind of what it is. Man, I know everyone we've been talking to and everyone that's in our community, we can't wait for this to happen, because this is opening up a whole bunch of doors for everybody.
Oh, I agree. Mysterious Stranger in chat says, can't wait to build anywhere in my camp. I'm excited. I was just trying to get into some merge stuff last year for the very first time in a long time. And I just find that system so difficult, the merge that we've had to live with these past 5+ years. And that getting an overhaul, phenomenal. That is going to open up a whole world of design that just other players don't often get to. And I want to say, when we see what we consider to be like very beautiful camps, and I'm putting that in air quotes, every beauty's, in the eye of the beholder, but when we see camps that look very leveled up or high quality, high fashion with it, it's often because people are working outside the constraints of the game. They're doing some sort of illusion or placement that just breaks the norm. And I'm so excited to see how that's going to functionally open up to people. Marty, we've hung out in game before, but I don't know if I've ever gotten a chance to go and check out your camp. Marty, are you a camp builder? Is this something you're excited about? How do you feel about an update like this?
I'm very excited about it because, I just got into, the whole building side of it. I've been doing mainly the quests and everything. But, while my camp is, a meager attempt at a at a, substantial structure, I've been having fun with it. And, people love it. People hate it. The 76 community has been nothing but super nice to me, when it comes to providing resources or, just overall helping out. That's got to be the single most aspect of this game that it just sells it for me. The community and the more like the trading, and helping out and whatnot. And I'm super excited about the video, about the update, about the sky camps and settlements, because that's something I would always build in Fallout 4, some sort of a ridiculously high tower or whatever with a lookout, and stuff like that. So I can't wait to dive into that.
Couldn't agree more. That's going to be so cool. We'll have to check out the season here in a minute, because I know Danny mentioned that, but knowing that we're going to get a season here dedicated to modern Appalachian living and such like that is going to be phenomenal. So tossing it over to Spencer, aka Mr. Wild Wasteland. How do you feel about an update, both this camp and also, as we're teasing again, this season we'll get into, that's all about decorating, all about kind of making your place in the wasteland?
Do you know what? Excuse me. I absolutely love it. I think it's been a long time coming. I used to play 76 a few years back, and the constraints were ridiculous. There's so many glitches you had to use just to get stuff in the right place. It really does sound like Bethesda are finally, listening to the community, well, the building community specifically. It's beautiful. Honestly, I cannot wait. Last night I was playing. I've literally just got back into 76, not even 24 hours ago. So I am now I'm so excited, And as for the season, that's really interesting. I feel as if this is just my personal opinion. Please, no one come at me. I feel as if the past few seasons have been a bit, they've been a bit crap. Compared to like the first few, they were amazing. But these recent ones, I've had no interest in them at all. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember, Elfington in Twitch chat is saying this season was a snoozer. It's interesting to look at like what they include in them and what the players want. I don't even want to be that guy to defend like that some seasons are going to attract more people than others. I can just say that there's certainly been some seasons I've found to be more functional. Like this last one that's been going on, one of the items in there that could have been a real like home run, so to speak, the cannery. Does anyone out there in chat or in my group here in the Roundtable use the cannery? The cannery, to keep it simple, is you're supposed to get longer lasting foods, and the downside is they weigh like 3 times as much as the individual, but it's not supposed to spoil. And the cool concept, I suppose. Not sure we should be punished in weight, but especially because like cram already has a canned cost. I don't know if that's related, but the issue is it doesn't have a very good list of items that you can craft from it. I've seen that on Twitch. A lot of players saying I got it, but doesn't have value to me, I can't actually utilize it. And so that's one of those things that, again, could have been a huge success and wound up missing. And so I wonder, let's see what the chat's saying here tonight. And by the way, if you guys at the table see any things in chat you want to read out, by all means. Fallout 76 Wanderer saying, the board game system was much better than the tickets, in my opinion. Big change in that. So lame, why do I have to beep copper to make... Why do I need copper to make a freaking can? Oh, that's fair. Copper that you're using for weapon ammunition and stuff. I use the cannery fairly often, says Prody Money. What are you making with it? Cannery is great for carnivore and herbivore builds. As an herbivore build, I need my blight soup in there. I don't know if anyone else here has any thoughts on that, but I do want to pull this thing up. Does anyone have a quick link in chat out there? Anyone got a link to their update on the board? I misplaced it.
I got a thought on the cannery real quick.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So every single sentiment that's been brought out about that you've mentioned about the cannery, like the issues with it, 1000% agree. And not only that, the Venerhead 76 community, we agree with that too. To make the lemonade out of that lemon though, we've been running can drives. So like in terms of like, well, how can we get in the event and whatnot? It's like, oh, bring some canned goods. You know what I mean? These are the canned goods that are on the list to bring in, donate some canned goods. And then now you get to experience stuff. And then we're able to take those canned ribeyes and things like that to the people that don't have a cannery. You know what I mean? Sure, the pound weight is a bunch. But if you all of a sudden have 6, canned ribeye steak and you've been having problems with carry weight, that's going to be a lifesaver for you. So, I mean, there's the cannery for me. When I got it, I was like, okay. Everything that you said hit me immediately, but then as soon as we realized the canned food drive aspect of it, it's been a little bit funner. I'm not going to say it's changed anything for the better of the cannery, but I can tell you there's a little bit more uses we found out of it. Like Prody Money saying when she gets a lot of use out of it, she's the one who came up with the idea. She's been running it. You get a lot of the
That's really creative. That's really great, and also the reminder that it just looks good in the kitchen. So. I don't know if anyone else here at the table had any thoughts that they wanted to share regarding the, whether the last systems or seasons, I should say, have been better or worse than others. I've definitely played them on and off, rarely completed them, but I did this last fishing one, the Gone Fishing one. Mm-hmm. That was pretty okay. Pretty okay. I got some things I liked.
Just had a few thoughts.
Marty.
I don't use the cannery or anything. Mm-hmm. But it's just like when it comes to the weight of things, right? I think they just it's sort of a kind of like an effect brought on by straddling the balance of realism, right? Like, of course, in real life, canned goods are going to weigh a ton, and you're only going to be able to pack a few of those, in your backpack or whatever. But I'm not sure if having that kind of aspect in the game, does the gamers any good. If anything, it kind of dissuades you from using this sort of stuff. It's not a fun aspect of the game, and it's just like I'm not a well-seasoned 76 player, but I mean, I just recently got myself the fusion reactor, so I could recharge my cores and everything. So I got the core recharger, and I'm like, before I even got it, I'm like, am I going to have to actually use fusion cores to power the reactor, to then recharge my cores? And the good thing is that that it comes with a, non-ejectable core or whatever. And that's just one of the examples where I think, well, like in real life, obviously you would have to gather cores to be able to run your reactor to then recharge them, right? But I mean, you can see how much that would suck. So... Yeah. So sometimes you just have to kind of keep that balance.
From my understanding, a lot of these MMOs have a lot of weight restrictions as a relation to us, the players, not hoarding so much that it begins to bog down the servers. And unfortunately, like some people were saying in chat earlier, that it's really kind of leaned into the microtransaction element where they like to sell carry weight boosters and things like that. So there's definitely a high-low element to it, and yeah, like you're kind of saying, I don't want to worry about carry weight in my games. I do respect a sensible limit, though. I'm not trying. I guess it's weird though. Like we get things in games where they want us to worry about the weight of canned goods, but also we can carry around multiple pieces of power armor within our inventory.
Right.
There is a certain breaking of reality, isn't there? That's the fun of playing a game, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think they reflected this like with greatly in the show, with the oversized, golf bags or whatever, when you have Max running and struggling, running through the woods, I mean, can you imagine how much crap you could pack into that thing? So it just, I thought it was a good callback.
That is a very good one. Well, before anyone else jumps in with something, I'm just going to do a quick read off of what we got in front of us for this Appalachian Modern Living. That is season 22 coming. We can see a Vault Boy who looks to be playing around with some little, almost like Fallout miniatures. You got a Scorch Beast in his hand. There's a doll house. It's decked out in total Fallout style, featuring little Nuka-Cola, little Cappy figures on the walls, on the floor. You got the dog, the robotic dog house. You got some power armor and a workbench. You got the kitchen set up, that pink set that I believe we have maybe already seen is data mine to be coming out here in the future. I won't go too deep into spoilers on this episode. We can save that for another one where people might want to talk that way. But I will tease that Nuka Knights, who does a lot of the Fallout 76 data mining, there are some phenomenal items coming to the game that are part of this scoreboard and surrounding stuff that just looks really great. So if you're a spoiler, like you need to be able to set some goalposts for yourself. I can just say this next season has a lot that I want, so I'm very tuned in. And I'll keep this brief. And then we can dissect this as a crew or move on to the next. But just to say, in September here, September 2nd is the Camp Revamp. There's the camp contest kicking off the same day and running to the end of the month. There's going to be some vendor sales. And then that's going to be a pretty normal ender there. We're going to go on to October. They have it listed as Spooky Season. The camp contest is going to happen again that month. There's going to be Mischief Night, Spooky Scorched, and Night at the Morgue mini season. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Fallout Day, October 23rd. November is listed as Happy Anniversary. There'll be a new camp contest, so we can see those are going on a monthly basis. They're going to have an in-game anniversary event from, it looks like, the 11th of November to the 25th. There's going to be on the 14th, I think that says, a 7th anniversary special. Then December is upcoming update and season 23, a new camp contest. And Holiday Scorch, the rest of the board there is looking pretty normal. So that is a jam-packed end of the season there. Anything people are super excited for. I see Amy in chat's looking out for the, I like the pink kitchen in the corner of the house, says Amy. Anything people here at the Roundtable. Spencer, we could start with you and go reverse if that's cool with you.
Yeah, of course. Oh, God. Do you know what? Let's do reverse. I need more time to think.
Let's reverse it. Danny, we'll go to you then. We're Uno reversing this. Danny, what do you got to say about this? I know you're a big community maker man in the game. So I know I'm hella excited for the Halloween stuff. What jumps out at you from this?
To me, other than obviously the building aspect of it is the major thing I'm excited for. But I'm really excited for I've been hearing a lot in the community that Mischief Night is something that's been gone for a while. And that there's been a lot of people that have heard the news that it's coming back. And this is what's going to draw them back into the game because it was so fun. I've never played it and I'm stoked to see it. The same way that I feel the same way about Nuclear Winter and possibly, bring it back. I've never played it, but I'm as stoked as everyone else to see these things coming back into the game. I don't know. I know I'm a big Halloween person, so I know I'm really stoked with all these new updates with camp building, as well as the fact of October looks to be a really fun month. I'm also excited to see. I'm curious to know if it's going to be like for the what'd you say? It was Happy Anniversary for November and whatnot.
Anniversary in November, huh?
Yeah. is this? I'm curious to see if this is a thing where it's like a prepackaged type of an event thing that's going to happen, or if this is a like that, but there's interaction with the developers that are coming in to play with their players to see how they like the events and things. And I mean, if that's not the case, I as a player, I think that would be awesome to show up to an event and all of a sudden, wow, you're, that's just me though. But I'm excited just to even see this.
Heck yeah.
I am also new. Are seasons usually 4 months long like this, or is that new too?
Let's see. This season will go from when do they say this launches? Did they have a date on that? Camp Revamp. So it might go from the 2nd to maybe. So I think they're about 3 months. Maybe is a season. But honestly, I'm not an expert on that either. So I throw it to anyone out there in chat or the rest of the table that knows. They're about 3 to 4 months. Quarterly, says Elfington. 3 months.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds all right.
Yeah. Marty, did you have any thoughts on this too?
I only have one question. Is Bethesda releasing that playset that the Vault Boy's playing with?
Fact.
Oh, dang. IRL, we need it, huh?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Because, in game, they have been doing a lot more with the tabletop stuff. As some of the things that exist in the game probably already, but are rendered, but we haven't had them at our camp. I give kudos. The one thing I like about the more recent seasons is we've gotten little knickknacks like bottles. We got the vinyl crate. We got there were beakers in a previous one. We're getting a lot of just things to fill stuff. Board games. Mm-hmm. I really like it. That's looking really nice, making camps look beautiful. It's been 3 months for Fission already. Sorry, Marty. Go ahead.
That's the the scatter. Like that's what makes or breaks the room. Like that's what dresses the set. And just to dovetail off of that, I just heard that there's going to be a new resource book for the RPG. I think it's called Royal Flush, so it's definitely New Vegas oriented.
Yes, that. Is there something brand new you're seeing about it, Marty?
Yeah, I just saw it. I think it was actually what's his name? We had him on the show too. He has his own podcast. He's at a con right now. I think he was the one who shared the images of it.
Yeah, if you get a chance to send that my way, that has been teased. We didn't know Royal Flush was coming, and it's super exciting. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be the single. They're launching a single player TTRPG, like a solo mission. Modiphius as a company already has a couple for Star Trek, for example. But then they're also releasing an element about this is going to be New Vegas, New Reno, Mojave Wasteland. I'm really excited to see that post you're talking about, though. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. And Spencer, anything last you wanted to add maybe to this before we hop on to the next stuff, which is going to be the Fallout trailer and poster and all that for Season 2?
Well, from reading that roadmap, it genuinely does sound like they've got a lot more planned than they have in the past. So what I'm used to is old repeated events, stuff like that, but this genuinely looks good, and I'm very excited.
Totally agree. What by the way is our release date? They say Season 2 is dropping December 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have...
I believe it's going to be weekly, so they're not going to drop it all at once. So it's going to be weekly episodes.
So it does hit up with their holiday event, though. So they'll have just kicked off the holiday event for the winter theme, the more Christmassy theme stuff in 76. That'll kick off December 16th, and then the episode will drop on the 17th. So... you guys are right to say they've got a big lineup for it. And I agree. This seems a lot more interesting, the roadmap that we've got up on the screen now. With that said, let's hop over and talk Season 2. We're already transitioning into it with all this stuff. So we've got a trailer, everybody. I am going to hit play on this, and we can check this out. A question in chat, though, before we move on. Mysterious Stranger is saying, is there no map expansion this year, like into Ohio? That has been speculated, but we have not heard about it yet. Nothing formal, at least. They're really leaning in heavy to the camp creation, and we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we got something like that Q1, though, Q1 of the next year's. I could be very wrong, but that seems about... They released the last map expansion about a quarter after the TV show, or in the following quarter. So if that's anything to go off of, and I'm not sure it really is. But let's dive into this trailer here real quick.
I'm looking for someone.
Common story around here.
Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McLean?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over, but the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
And no,
like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
But
And what I do is I know everything. I know there's a war coming.
The bombs will only be the beginning.
My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Well, there we go, everybody. That is a phenomenal trailer, in my opinion. I am very excited to go through this with the folks here at the Roundtable. We can go through these fairly scene by scene, if you guys would like. And maybe we do that. We could go ahead and bounce our way back around through. We can do a toss over to DJ Danny Rand. We'll hit Marty and we'll hit Spencer on the way back. DJ Danny Rand, we open with this great scene of the travel towards New Vegas. Lots of horizon, lots of landscape, lots of that great Mojave waste out there. What are your initial thoughts on this trailer as we go through?
I'm excited to see how the story keeps going and unfolding. I mean, just going from where we've seen it so far, but then now all of a sudden it's like, okay, this part of the storyline, there's so many people that are invested in this, in the Fallout universe, that are like, you can't mess this up. What do you know? And that's exactly, like, my wife's the one that got me into Fallout. So when she saw this trailer, she was like, oh, they better not mess up New Vegas. but it's looking from what she said, this is just phenomenal. The shots that they've got and being able to bring the game itself to life to the point of where instead of it being things like, oh, I wish they did better, it's always like, oh, look at that. That's what that is. I noticed that from such and such. I'm pretty excited to see the story of Cooper Howard personally, just to see where it's unfolding and where it's going. I'm curious to find out where his parents, where his wife and kid went.
Yes,
this spot though, I'm curious to know if the person that's in the Vertibot with Maxon, that he's doing the high five with, if that's Elder Maxon, or if that's his friend that he put the razor blades in the boot of. Because when I first saw him when I first saw this and I saw that shot of him in the coat, the first thing that popped into my head was that's Elder Maxon's coat. I remember taking it off his body in Fallout 4. So
like, I have intimate knowledge of that coat.
yeah.
Yeah, Marty, you want to jump in with some thoughts here too, either here or anywhere else in the trailer. We'll keep dissecting this at our own leisurely pace.
Right. No, I mean, I absolutely love the opening shot just because I've been in a place like that many a time, so I can just feel the scorching heat, just radiating from the ground, the crunching salt flat, and it's just the desolation of it. I mean, but for some reason, I love a good desert. It's just such a great place. A lot of people think it's so barren, but there's just so much in the desert, and I feel like, yeah, I mean, just crawling through rocks like that, coming across rattlesnakes and whatnot, it's just, it brings it home for sure. And I think, I mean, just looking at the trailer, I mean, they capture that very well. So I'm excited.
That looks beautiful. I'm especially, and I've heard this said here in the chat, but I'm in love with this pre-war New Vegas we're seeing, like this, or pre-war Vegas, I should say, that we're seeing all throughout. Like these are just, I think the show does a wonderful attention to detail in the set pieces and just the arrangement of that. I mean, we can compliment the acting left, right, and center too, but just even without that, the sets are just something phenomenal to look at. Well, why don't we toss it to someone who has a hell of a Fallout set of his own? Spencer, Mr. Wild Wasteland over there. What are you thinking?
Thank you.
You live in a vault of your own making there.
Yeah, this trailer, oh my god. It's just nothing but amazing, truly. I'm astonished, right, how in such little time they've managed to turn around a whole season for us. It's been less than a year, and they've managed to turn around all of this in such a short amount of time and get this amazing trailer done for us. Oh my god. And just seeing on screen right now that T-45, that just, oh, it gives me butterflies in my stomach, like I feel like a child again watching it. Like, it's so amazing.
And as a bunch of collectors here at the table, I mean, we've already been shown that there's going to be some new pieces coming out of this, new collectibles. Of course, we can very obviously guess that this is an exciting time for Fallout as a franchise. Perfect time for the title card to splash up there. I was just saying to Danny Rand yesterday that I'd looked at the Twitch stats for the Fallout 76 to see just how it's doing and performing out there. And generally, it's not great on Twitch, but the biggest kick it has ever had, aside from its inception, was the launch of Season 1 on Amazon Prime. The amount of attention that all these Fallout products got, and as we're seeing a year later, the amount of attention that they're putting into their product line and what they're about to run for all of us, from the digital to the physical events. I'm kind of curious what you guys are thinking in that respect. Again, as a bunch of people who are, Bethesda collectors and the rest. And I'll make it easy. I'll toss it back to Spencer here off the top, and we'll go in reverse to Marty and Danny Rand there.
Yeah, well, I cannot wait as a collector myself. Oh my god, I cannot wait. I stay up most nights waiting for the gear store to get updated. Yeah. I'm really interested to see this. I'm sure you've all seen. I put it in the Wild Wastelanders market. The screenshot of that golden pit boy that Hank was wearing on the promotional photos. Oh my god, I'm so interested to see if we get that. Like my favorite collectible throughout all of the Fallouts is the Pip-Boy. I mean, it's the pinnacle of the series, the franchise. That would be amazing if that thing comes out. And just all the other stuff that's going to come with it. As a New Vegas fanboy, it's just a dream come true. We're going to be getting Ranger helmets. We're going to be getting all these new pins. I cannot wait.
And Marty, how about you? Is there anything you've seen in any of these teased goods that you're really excited about, from Ranger helmets to sugar bombs and beyond?
I mean, there's just so much. I mean, take your pick, But I'm trying to think what it is that we don't quite have yet. And I think we were talking about it in the Wild Wasteland market, and I think there was talks of Victor, hopefully being produced. Like, that would be a good collectible, with like swappable screens or whatever, so you can have all the different characters. So that would be pretty awesome to have. I mean, yeah, the Pip-Boy is just and I mean, with the Wand Company producing this one, from the show, I mean, I just can't see them ever topping that, but I'll take a gold one. Why not?
Totally, especially expand that functionality, man. I want my Pip-Boy to be able to connect to my phone so that I can like share stuff between it. I don't know, that's out there, but if it could be made Bluetooth capable, let's do it. Bethesda Wand Company, you got this.
Do it. That's the one thing. I just want, more streamlined process of putting my music on there.
Yeah, there is a website out there. Not sure how many of you have already tried this, but there's that website you can link it to, and like it auto puts on some settings for you, and it seems very hit and miss.
I gave it a shot. I just don't want to wind up breaking my Pip-Boy. Exactly.
Yeah, I was curious if anyone had done that because I'd seen it, but yeah, not sure to try it myself. Some people here maybe have taken theirs open. I don't know if any of the people in this chat, but I know some people around the community have gone the process of popping it open and adding extra storage into it. That scares me though. I'm not that inclined.
Mm-hmm. I'm willing to repaint it, but I'm not going to touch the electronics or the guts of it. No.
Sure. I get that. And DJ Danny ran down to you, man. You got yourself a Pip-Boy there. Your community sent you. How are you feeling about any of the props and stuff coming out of this new season?
Man, big shout out to Fallout 76 Wanderer and everyone else in the Fallout 76 or Bender Hunt 76 community for surprising me with this thing. I can tell you right now, you guys aren't wrong. I've had a lot of pieces in my collection since I got into Fallout, but getting this, when I got this out of the box, it was like back when I was a kid and opening up a present that happened to be a Nintendo 64 for the first time. You know what I mean? It's from that aspect of, it's cool to have something. I'm even more grateful as a fan, the accuracy that they're getting with their items that they are releasing. As far as like my personal excitement for what's to come, everything, I'm stoked to be able to see what's happening. Not only that, I'm extremely more stoked to see the creators that I've grown up with. Like, I mean, it might sound off people in the comments, but this is just me. I've been a big Todd McFarlane fan since I was a kid, and all of a sudden to see him and McFarlane Studios start touching with the action figures and thing with this space, and just to be able to see that, individuals in the space of these products and things like that not only are excited as we are to get them and to be involved in making them, but then also just opens up the doors to so many more cool things that can be coming. And I'm just giddy just sitting here waiting to see what they need a if they don't already, they should have like a catalog. Like I remember when we were kids, we used to get that catalog in the mail of stuff. I wouldn't be opposed to
just circling all the stuff that you wanted. It wound up being everything.
Yep.
That is the kind of fan base we got around this, though, right? I mean, that's what sort of brought this group of people together in particular. Is the collecting, the showing off. there's a lot of people who find a dedication amongst that. You know, the Wild Wastelander market has come up as a result of that, building a safe place for people to trade amongst ourselves. And this is really sounding like a promo spot, actually. So maybe we should make it into one. Spencer, do you want to tell people about what's going on in the Wild Wastelander market and how they can get involved? Because this is a good spot to do so. I mean, it is why we all came together to begin with. So why don't you do a shout out, man?
Yeah, well, a lot of people in this chat already in it, so thank you, everyone. Honestly, you already know what we're all about anyway. Collectible, all purpose, basically. Yeah, it's such a beautiful little community. Ever since I brought you guys on, oh my God, we've got so big. I mean, I think tomorrow we're going to hit 2K. It is, oh God, it fills me with joy, you know? But yeah, we've got a beautiful community here. It is amazing in every single way, and I don't think any of us expected like this to come out of it. The coalition, you know, the size, the attention we're getting, and yeah, we're just constantly gaining traction. It's amazing. I cannot thank everyone enough, especially you guys on the screen right now and in the chat, because I know everyone in the chat is in the Wild Wastelanders market. So thank you, all of you, from the bottom of my heart. Seriously.
And if you're catching this on YouTube later or something, maybe you're on Spotify or iTunes or the rest, make sure to go check it out over on Facebook. Get in the group. You send in a request. One of the wonderful mod admin team people amongst us will get to approve in you, and you can be in there with some great people. And there's just, it's a phenomenal place for creators. Like you guys are talking about, the coalition is great. Yeah, see the people in chat saying, join us. Absolutely great. Just it's wonderful to see that kind of excitement out there. So thank you to everyone that's hanging out with us. Now, as a reminder, this is perfect time. We're at the top of the hour. It is 6:00 New York time right now. What that signals is that for the next 30 minutes, we'll sit here. We're going to BS a little bit more, talk over the posters, because this is a big week for Fallout, the TV series. They dropped a poster. Maybe that was No, it's not even 2 weeks. It was still in the 1 week mark. They slammed us with posters, stills, trailer, camp updates from 76 that we already talked about. They hit us with a lot in a very, very, very short amount of time. So we will get into that in a moment. But I do want to shout out, though, to my guests or anyone here. If you guys got to get up or take a break or anything like that, run to the restroom, anything like that, I want to encourage you all. You have a chance to do so. If you want to ever make your camera go dark or jump from the call, we can always invite you back in. So anything like that, and make people feel comfortable around here. And people at home, make sure you're staying hydrated. Want to talk a little bit more about this trailer. We're going to go through, maybe we'll pull up those stills next. That might be a nice way to actually pull out some segments in detail. But I'm also trying a little to keep up with chat. I did want to show this off because as an overseer, this excites me. What the heck are we looking at here? This is 1 minute 45 seconds in the trailer. This is a vault-tec sign on a building that looks to be underground. Vault 0? Is this what we're looking at? I didn't do New Vegas, so I'm in the dark. What all's happening here? Does anyone know?
Yeah, because it's like a facility within a facility, right?
Uh-huh.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that was 0 or something like that, you know, like the very first one. Because Cooper or the Ghoul mentions it in the beginning of the trailer that's where it all started, right? So,
gotcha.
It's got to be something along the lines.
This is so cool. Haxo Curious, pardon me, saying, yeah, Vault 0 from Fallout Tactics, ? Exclamation point. Yeah.
I haven't played that one.
Sorry, as a Vault overseer, I really I need everything I can about this episode or this picture here. That's a fun part about going through here. You can nab a ton of stills out of this. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could also talk about the New Vegas skyline again. We'll talk about this. I'll let you guys talk a smidge about this while I go and pull up those stills on the side here. What are people's thoughts on this? Because this is something the community was very, I think, nervous about. I mean, Danny, you said this earlier. People have echoed the sentiment that this was a chunk of Fallout history and lore that people are so precious about. And there was so much concern over, are they going to do New Vegas properly? And Vegas, as we see in here, just looks phenomenal. Better than it looks in real life, in my opinion. Doesn't mean my don't hate
I think so too.
The tops is here. We see it. This is so cool. So who wants to take it away and talk about this beautiful skyline? Someone start speaking up, or I'll tap
I spent a
someone on
lot
the
of
shoulder.
time in Las Vegas. I spent a lot of time in Las Vegas, and it's not like my opinion. I don't think Vegas has looked like that for a while. You know what I mean? Like that looks like a Vegas I want
agree
to
with
visit.
that.
It's
Right.
a Vegas I want to visit, and even more so because I'm a Fallout fan. Fuck. Sorry, no, I shouldn't have sworn, but that's the way I feel
You're
about
fine.
it. This is a good shot, man.
I agree.
The graphics
and I
are a
mean,
lot better than the game, though. I'll tell you that much.
What are you gonna say, Marty?
the thing is about Vegas, it always looks good from this kind of vantage point, right? I mean, we're just there in April and we're on top of the Strat, everything looks glorious from up there, I mean, it looks just like that. But once you get down in the streets, I mean, Vegas is not my favorite city, let's just keep it at that. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, this pre-war shot looks good. And I know there's been a discussion, ever since we got that sneak peek at the end of season 1, when Hank just kind of stands, on the cliffs looking over New Vegas. It looks drastically different from what we got, from the teaser for the very first time. People were arguing that, from which direction they're approaching, are they going to go through the Quarry Junction or whatever, which I think you can kind of see it in the trailer there. You can see the canyons. So, I mean, yeah, the discussions sometimes get heated. That's for sure.
Very true. And Spencer, you want to chime in with anything on that particular kind of aspect, the Vegas skyline or anything related to it there?
Yeah, well, I posted some screenshots on TikTok a few days back, and the comment section, it went absolutely crazy. People are like, they're very concerned with the state of New Vegas, it being like, a bit destroyed, more destroyed than usual, like specifically the Strip. I completely understand that because it's such like, New Vegas is a very precious game to people, including myself. Yeah, there's just so much. It's it almost seems like it's causing tension amongst the community a little bit, because there was some serious arguments happening in my comment section. I wasn't getting involved, but it is quite funny to read them. There's a lot of different opinions on everything, and it's interesting to read them, don't get me wrong, like people have got some awesome theories. But yeah, no, it's just causing a lot of tension. Personally, I couldn't care. I like wherever they take it, as long as it doesn't, nuke New Vegas off the map. That will annoy me. But yeah.
Well, there will be some sort of a battle. We know that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. We got some great comments coming in chat. Like, people are sounding off with some good opinions. Mysterious Stranger says, "I'm curious." Let me get that up on screen. It'll bleed off the side a bit. But I'm curious about those Vault cryopods that are for sale in the post credits in season 1. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. Whether that'll be something beyond extra bonus material or real plot element.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think on that shot of the if you can go into the shots of the it's not Spartans. Is it Spartans or Roman?
The Legion?
The
Legion.
Yeah, the Legion. But you've got the shot where they're like, yeah, but it's this back shot of one main person with a crown. And there's been a lot of people. Where's it at?
Well,
if it's Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be in season 2 and it was already announced. And so a lot of people are thinking that, because at first people were saying that Jack Black was going to play him. And then there was lots of groans from people because Minecraft just came out. And then all of a sudden this shot came out, and all of a sudden people were like, "Oh, that's Macaulay Culkin. I know those ears." Like I've seen a lot of conspiracy theory posts.
They were submitting screen grabs and comparing the ears, and like that. I mean, it does look like him, and I personally, my theory was that he was going to be some sort of a mad scientist, right? Like some, you know, deep cover, you know, something really weird, you know, kind of vault-tec representative or something like that. But I could see him as a I don't know if he would be a Caesar, but a leader within the Legion of some sort.
Yeah.
But
I know we've already talked about it, but those pictures of the strip there, just anything with Mr. House and the rest, it just here we go. We're got this
right there.
Well,
Yeah,
it's such a quick one, isn't it? That's why I couldn't find scrubbing.
And I think
it's
that's
crazy
on
how
purpose,
quick it is that everybody jumped on it.
Yeah.
So this is the scene we're talking about, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat's going off about this. They're going off.
That does
about
look
this.
like him from behind. That really does look like Macaulay Culkin.
Right?
This is why you don't leave your kids home alone.
Someone just said, I hope Fisto makes an appearance.
Wolpertonker.
Someone saying Jack Black can play Fisto. I don't know. That would be a big one. I think it would be kind of big.
Amazing. Amazing. This one's fallen off the screen, but it says, I can't wait to see the horrors of Anchorage and what the Fallout 3 simulation showed. And not what the Fallout 3 simulation showed. We do see some Anchorage shots in here, don't we? In that kind of flashbacky moment with Cooper Howard here. We saw him getting in that power armor out of it, or flipping the hood up, I should say. The helmet. Visor. Can't speak. Keep your loved ones safe with Vault-tec Industries. That's me.
I want to see that scene. Like what made him to do that?
This one?
The mechanical bomb, bull riding, whatever, and how inebriated he was there.
For sure. Walter Goggins is just such a cool actor these days. Like, for those that haven't done themselves a favor and watched The Righteous Gemstones yet, you absolutely should go and watch those. He is a true highlight of that series. It's he's got a great range as an actor. Prody Money says he took too many chems. There you go. Too many chems.
Which ones, though?
Right? Saying someone slipped him something. Who knows? Cooper Howard's a figure they have reason to manipulate the hell out of.
I don't know if you guys watched Andor season 2 at all.
I didn't.
But that totally reminds me of when Mon Mothma finally just lets loose and just keeps grabbing the drinks and just dances the night away.
Right.
A nice little parallel.
Uncle Baby
Just
Billy
escape the
Mac
pressure.
says from. Yeah.
Plenty of jet.
My. Okay. I've got also, I don't know how long we want to talk about this in particular, but we do have the image too of the trailer. We have the trailer. We've got the image for the series. There we go. Pull that one up on screen. And this one dropped, I think, just before the trailer, maybe by a couple days or so. My timeline was a little off in registering it. But this was the tease coming December 2. We got the welcome. We got the New Vegas sign in the backdrop kind of destroyed. They're walking towards us away from New Vegas. It is behind them. However, I think that's probably...
So I have a theory about this. I'm going to make a prediction here, and I'm going to say that this is going to be the very last shot of the season. All of them, 3 or 4, walking away once their business is done and dusted, and on to season 3.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a very good call. Because if you look right at their silhouettes, you can see their faces.
Yeah, they're clearly walking away from New Vegas.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're coming towards us with the camera here. That is a very good pickup on that, Marty. Anyone else want to give some thoughts on it? Danny, you chimed in there just a little bit. What are you thinking?
I got a message from someone saying that, like, where the camera is at. Could that possibly be where the monuments are? Like the NCR monuments? Like, would we? I mean, come on, you can't tell me that they're going to leave New Vegas and go to the next, season, or
Right.
like topic, what have you, and not show that. But is the shot perspective, or is it on? Because I've been, like we said, we've been to Vegas. Is it from the different end of the strip than where those monuments would be, as opposed to the sign, or is it? Could that be like that's the second to final shot, and then the ending shot is that like panning up to that monument? That's what I got just the message from.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
Mysterious Stranger saying, Season 3, Joshua Graham, please, in chat.
Well, and that's a good thing, too. Like, what do you think? Because, I mean, we know Season 3 has been greenlit. So are we staying in the Mojave for a while, or like what is Season 3 going to be about?
Comments in there about, I think this is just a poster. That's a fair one too, that sometimes that stuff does just get created just for the sake of it.
Too far into it.
Right. There's always a balance, right? That's the fun of it. You have to have fun living in the gray space, because we're never going to know. Well, we won't know for sure until we're told or we see the season. But I mean, they do leave a lot of Easter eggs that are very accurate.
Also, what I noticed is that it's a lot more common for movie trailers to kind of bait you and leave stuff out from the final cut than TV shows. So like generally whatever you see in the trailer for a TV show, like generally everything's going to be in there. And now thinking back to season 1 trailers, I think we saw everything that was on the show versus the trailer. So yeah, I can definitely buy the idea that the poster is just a promo, because just eye candy. But it's just nothing is just by accident. I mean, having them all together, walking away. I mean, I think it's just going to be at the end, because they're split up at the beginning of season 2. Because we have the Ghoul and Lucy, and we have Max now very involved with the Brotherhood. But I think there's clearly something going down. And I think it's going to be 2 different factions of the Brotherhood, duking it out, because we see those at least 4 airships going at it. So and we have the Elder saying in season 1 that he wants to create a new Brotherhood. So whether it's going to be the West and the East branch, clashing, I don't know, but there's going to be some conflict.
Oh, this stuff looks so good. Pro D Money says, I'm just glad the dog is alive. Right?
Right. I think the dog is going to be the sole survivor of the entire show, however many seasons we're going to get, honestly.
They're not
Mr. Wild
John Wick that dog.
Because they already kind of scared us, with potentially killing him in season 1, but he brought him back, for obvious reasons. But yeah, so we got that out of the way. I think the dog survives the whole thing.
Yeah, here's some of the Anchorage shot, by the way. A lot of this stuff flying by, everybody. Pardon my inability to pause on it perfectly. There was that scene too with the fist bump, and
right.
And I think earlier where there was the question, is this the friend from season 1? And the answer here is no. That's someone said the razor blade person, but no, different one. Don't know who this guy is.
Could that be Elder Maxon?
I think. I mean, he's got the slick back hair. I
got the same
it's possible.
too.
Just like I'm not seeing too much facial hair though,
but Maxon.
Right. Could be the next of kin. I don't know. Like inherited the jacket or the coat, I mean, that's a major talk point too, like which ending's going to be canonized, what are they going to roll with? So, I mean, it's clear that, we have the Brotherhood. So they're like from Fallout 4, it's, I think obviously the Brotherhood of Steel ending.
Right. I mean, the power armor is just too iconic to just write it out, so to speak. And not very many other factions have. I mean, there's other factions that have power armor, like why can't I? Yeah, but they've got a bunch of other factions that have power armor, but not as many different types of power armor as the Brotherhood does.
Yeah, and that was a Fallout 3 / New Vegas grenade, by the way. There's a very split second where you can see it.
Oh my gosh, it is such a split second.
I tried. It's a split second.
Here we.
I mean,
go.
I have I have one right here that's not quite finished, but yeah.
I got
there
it.
You go.
I got it. That's amazing. This trailer has me more and more excited the more I look at it. Like, this is definitely one of those. I guess for a lot of TV shows, I try not to do trailers because there is an element of sometimes they storyboard too much for you, give a little bit too much of the mystery away. But I gotta say, as people as involved in the community as we are, it's I know a lot of us are the ones that are sharing this sort of stuff out, and I find that getting these little kind of slivers of what's going on, they are able with this show to tease a lot, but keep us in the dark as to the actual plot of what's going on. We can see a lot of set because the set's so beautiful. The detail we see is just so phenomenal. You can be shown a lot of stills of it and yet, not have the whole plot line spoiled for you. Chat's over there saying they want to see the boomers. Go ahead, Marty. What are you saying?
Right. Yeah, that I would want to see them too. But I was going to say that I'm actually impressed how much they actually revealed in the trailer without telling us anything.
Right. Right.
I mean, that's impressive. Boomers.
I mean, these shots are just nuts.
I like her look. It's just like, oh my gosh, you're disgusting. I know it has to be done, but you're disgusting. And this guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What does everyone think of the Mr. House recast? Because it's a different actor completely to the last one we saw.
I don't hate it.
That's a really.
I think it's
point.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly paid attention to that. Wow.
I think he looks a lot more lore friendly.
Yeah.
Do we see him beyond his turnaround, or is that the big one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he talked.
Oh right.
Yeah, when he's sitting in the chair.
Thank you.
There he is.
There you go.
This guy looks like a Mr. House to me, much more than the one they chose for season 1.
The way he talks too, I mean, he's a lot closer to the game.
Wonder why they went with the one for the first season. Also, I want to tag that question into someone in chat asked, how many seasons do we expect from the show? And I think we've heard that they've already greenlit a season 3, and I think they've said they expect 5 seasons.
I think there's going to be 5 because there's been one of those interviews. What is it like when they answer questions? And I think it was Walton Goggins who kind of slipped, and he said that like he's ready for the next 5 years of work or something. And it was right after season 1 when they wrapped up. So
wow,
it was something to that effect. Yeah,
nice catch.
That is cool. By the way, gorgeous computer work behind Mr. House here. Well, it sort of looks like me actually in a way, but those are a lot cooler. I'll take their retro monitors, please. Elfington in chat saying, too early to tell, say how it'll be, but hopefully good. I agree. Hex of the Courier saying, the fact they recasted Mr. House means he has a bigger role and could mean a House ending. Glad they recasted. Made me think that he's going to have a lot of influence this season, says Mysterious Ranger. Yes.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely.
Well, getting here in perfect timing, gang, the last bit of this, and I'm sorry, we've probably stepped on a little bit of this territory already, but there are some stills that were released. These ones were dropped by Polygon, and a couple scenes maybe we could go through and just sort of loosely talk about. One of them is the golden Pip-Boy in question. So starting us off here, this one looks to me a lot like a travel scene. Marty, you kind of maybe already gave a little bit of an idea of where this might take place with the hills and valleys in the background. Got Lucy in her awesome jumpsuit. Now I really freaking want an actual vault suit after we've seen them rendered on the screen like this. But yeah, any thoughts again on that landscape? Maybe we'll throw to Marty first and see. We can go by these in any order people want to.
Well, I know they shot some scenes at the Vasquez Rocks, which a lot of Star Trek shooting goes on there. I think they even did some Star Wars, so I think you can even see that in one of those shots. I don't know if it's in the trailer or some of the promos, but they're definitely at that location. Also, I don't know, the lady Lucy's talking to sounds familiar, and I can't put my finger on who it is. But she sounds familiar. I know there's also been a discussion whether or not that person, the lady she's talking to, is wearing an NCR uniform or coat or something, because it's like a greenish, kind of coat that she's wearing. But I mean, that's all we can see.
Is that one up here at the start of it that scene comes up? Or is that one later?
I think it might be. Because it's very iconic. They're kind of like tilted up rocks. Just kind of.
It started here with one man.
I guess I'm watching it again. Sorry, gang.
You're talking about when she's talking with the woman. That's the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cooper Howard, star.
Oh, right here.
Right there. All you see is just that shoulder.
Yeah.
So they're at
When you hate.
a military camp of some sort.
What say you, Miss McLean?
Huh. Okay.
So,
rock on.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like that insight. That's a good one. I've got too many tabs. Whoop. Okay. We also have some interior shots. We got her brother going on in the vault. Some Vault 31 jumpsuit over there. Looking maybe like there's some organizing beyond.
So I think that's Chet, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks like him to me. That's who I'm thinking.
I just want to know how he got out.
That's a question.
I mean, he's skilled. He's got a good, maxed out hacking skill, I think. So
Right.
Where's that? Haxokur is saying if you look closely, it looks like a female Securitron. What? Where is that?
Oh, the desert shot?
Really? Should I go back to that? I can. How do I do that though? Where do I go here?
You know what? That shoulder, he might be onto something.
Like the voice we're hearing is a person that's also in the company of the Securitron.
So where's the shoulder we see?
That green right there.
This?
I think that's a tent.
This is
I think that's a tent.
Yeah. This looks like a background.
There is a shot of right there.
That?
Like
that looks like
a pouch or a holster of some sort.
That's
I don't know if it's a. Is it a Lucy?
I think it might be Lucy's backpack.
All right. Yeah, I think that might be just a tent then.
Because he is looking at her. What do you say, Miss McLean? So that would probably be, and then she's looking probably between those two.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's sitting down looking up at whoever she's talking to. So
Haxa says, no, it's after that, what he's talking about. The first scene where Cooper is...
Oh, okay.
I don't know where chat's talking about now. Oh, I am a Securitron, says James. James, you are. Be the Securitron you want to be.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
Anyway, that's a
speaking of
shot.
those, I mean that looked good too. The shot of Victor, I mean, looked pretty good.
Did we want to go back to Victor here? Wait, where does he pop up?
Cooper Howard, star of the silver.
I think it's gonna be after the house scene. Oh, we got Giddy Up. Complete.
Oh,
Giddy
there
Up
we
mode.
go. I kind of caught him. Sorry, he's flickering everyone.
Nice. There you go.
We need some Victor. That would be some great. I heard you mention like a swappable faceplate version of him. What are you imagining? Like a like figurine style? What sort of thing are you envisioning for Victor?
I think so. Like action figure type. Like the arms maybe could move, or swappable arms. Because he has the that claw like feature, so that could open, close, or whatever. Definitely the screens. I don't know. They could make it light up even. Who knows?
Could you
I know
they gave you remote control, Victor?
I've seen some people that made theirs, and I mean, somebody made swappable ones, so it looked pretty good. So it's definitely doable.
Any other thoughts on the rest of this as we're kind of coming to the end of our little session? I have a little bonus stuff for our half an hour in between. I got a little merchandising thing to throw. Some people here at the group may very well know these figures. They may tell me this is old news and I don't know what I'm talking about, or they're going to tell me, holy crap, Kyle, you found something really exciting that might be all these new figure type things that are coming to Fallout in the future. But that's what we're going to save for some of our intermission period. So what we're going to do, I want to, in just a moment, give our guests, we'll go around the table, give them a final thought to say something about stills or anything like that. I know we kind of truncated the conversation about the Golden Pip-Boy, but we can save that. We can go back to that, especially during our little 30-minute intermission. What's happening, everybody? We're winding up the main part of the round table. We're going to have this flex spillover 30-minute where everyone's going to get up, go to the bathroom. Some of us might stick around and chit-chat. There might be a little bit of an AFK screen that runs for a bit of it. I know I need to take the doggo outside so he can use the restroom too. As for the after portion of it, the after show, or maybe even you want to consider this the meat and potatoes, is that after this, we are going to transition into Fallout 76 tonight. So if you're a player over on PC, be sure to send me a friend request. I am Overseer Kyle over there, and DJ Danny Rand's going to be our Xbox guy, so he's going to be holding down the fort over there. DJ Danny Rand, they should send a friend request to Vendor Hunt 76. What's the way you want them to get in touch with you?
Vendor Hunt 76. Go follow us on Facebook or follow us on Xbox. That way you'll be notified every time we go live that we're playing. And all you got to do is just join the server that we're in. Just click the join multiplayer game already in progress. I've been sitting in my camp this entire time. So if you want to come join us already, come jump in. Just join into the server, and we're going to be jumping into the party here in a little bit too also. So
heck yeah, man. Okay, well, then I'm going to pivot over to Spencer and let him shout out anything he wants with anything he's been got going on. We already gave him a chance to do this a little bit earlier, but as a guy that brought all of us together at this table, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the Wild Wasteland Market, where they can get involved, how they can follow you, and then Marty, we're going to do the same with you, and then we'll go over to DJ Danny Rand once again, give a shout out for anything you want to plug. This is your time. You all came by and have given, at this moment, hour and a half of your time, and I know we're going to get more out of you, so as a thank you to the community and a vice versa exchange, everyone out there, please go and follow these guests. You know, the algorithm is what holds us all back from getting tighter together as communities. So help us beat it. Help us get it away. They want us to pay for advertising, but your free clicks, your free comments that you leave in the sections below, that helps a ton. Even you being here on Twitch and being active in this chat is telling Twitch, hey, we should send this out to people. People actually like this stuff. So again, yeah, there you go. Big old F the algorithm coming out of the chat. I agree. When you see creators you like, what do you do? You follow, you turn on some notifications, you drop a comment, because that comment is what they're tracking these days. So to my round table of guests, we're going to throw it down to Spencer below me. Why don't you kick us off? Tell us about the Wild Wasteland Market once more and how people out there can get involved.
Well, all you need to do is go on Facebook, search Wild Wastelanders Market, or contact one of us, because we're all management. And you'll be accepted in. You just got to answer a few questions. They don't need to be taken seriously. We have got some joke questions. Some of the answers are quite funny. But answer the questions, agree to the rules, and you'll be in. And then you'll be a part of the community. You're free to pretty much do whatever you want, as long as it's within the rules. We're incredibly relaxed, as you all know. We don't like to have an iron fist about this sort of stuff. But yeah, I do want to tease something that is going to be coming up very shortly. Oh, I'll say very shortly, but it will be coming up at some point. I propose. Well, DJ Danny, you actually gave me the idea for this. We might be starting something called a Wild Wednesday. It will be our own live show where we can show off collectibles from Bethesda gear and also custom collectibles. There'll be links on screen so you can go buy it. We'll be talking about it. So essentially like a podcast solely based for collectibles. It is a work in progress, but I'm sure we can manage it because we're all very dedicated to what we do.
Well said. Tossing it over to Marty. How can people get involved with what you got going on?
Oh, easy. Instagram. I'm also pretty active on TikTok. Appreciate all the support that people have been showing me over the past few months. As a matter of fact, as of last night or early this morning, we hit 500 followers on Instagram. So it's yay. So I was finally able to draw the winner of the giveaway that sparked all that. So we have a winner on there. You can also see what it is that I'm giving away, and I'm already, kind of dialing in on the next one, which is going to be a lot bigger, a lot more exciting. I just need to set a goal, and off to the races we are. And I cannot vouch enough for the Wild Wasteland market community that we have. I mean, Spencer Wright runs a pretty tight ship, but I mean, the entire admin team, they've been doing a phenomenal job, and it's just we've had nothing but positive feedback from everybody that joins in, and it's just such a fun group, to be part of.
Thank you for that, Marty. I couldn't agree more. And back to DJ Danny Rand. I know you just told us about this a minute ago, but what is going on in Vendor Hunt 76 land?
Oh man, every day we jump in and we do this online thing where we give away all sorts of goodies to people that are loving the games as much as we are. We're in Fallout 76 every day. Come join us, Vendor Hunt 76. On all of the socials, it's exactly like it's showing right here at the bottom of my little Brady Bunch square. You can also go to vendorhunt76.com, and while you're there, go click on Overseer Kyle's stuff. Go check all of his stuff. Go click on the Wastelanders Marketplace. There's a direct link that'll click you directly into there, so you can't miss it and whatnot. And I can tell you that, we've got a lot of things that are in the works, and we have a lot of things we're currently in production right now. I'm excited to see what y'all think about what's going on, and I'm extremely excited to be a part of it. I can definitely tell you that when it comes to the idea of collectibles and merchandise and whatnot, these guys right here, these are the guys that you guys want to talk to. These are the guys that you want to. My fingers aren't doing it with this Brady Bunch square thing. There it is.
We've stacked the cards against
you. I want to
you.
go talk to these guys because these guys know exactly what they're talking about. But not only that, they're here for you. They're not going to steer you wrong with different things. They're not going to say, "Oh, go get this," when it's really just cheaply made and stuff like that. And if you're wanting to have your finger on the pulse of actual, vetted stuff and information and things, you couldn't have chosen a better place to be. And me personally, I'm grateful to be here. And I hope to see all of y'all in the wasteland.
Rock on, man. Could not agree more. All of that is wonderful. I do want to use that. We'll spin off of it just to tell people. Danny Rand had a great idea that we create an Instagram account to catch your call-ins for this show. Things, if you want to leave us a voicemail, send us a voice message. I've long promoted this external website that's easy enough, but it's still a place that people are foreign to. Danny had the great idea that we set up an Instagram account. So if you go and follow vault-tec Hotline, that's me. We got that. So we are vault-tec Hotline on Instagram. If you want to send in your thoughts, we could play that for future guests here at the Roundtable. Probably not going to, if you want to go and send one in tonight, we can make a point to check it. You just got to let me know in chat that you did it. But in the future, if you go ahead and send in some of those, it's great. It's a wonderful service for it because I can hit the transcript to pre-screen it. We can listen to it off air and all that. Now I can slot them nice and easily into the show. So shout out to Danny for that one. Bringing a lot of great ideas to the mix here. I will toss out another thing earlier too. I sent out an email to some of our people that have already come on Vault Broadcast. We're going to be looking for correspondents who are at events in this year and into the next. People that might want to go and interview some other folks while they're on the ground, or even just do decompress recaps. Like you go to a convention, whether it's anything from a Comic-Con to one of the Fallout specific events this year, whatever you head to, if you go there and want to come to Vault Broadcast and tell us about that, tell us what you saw, what the experience was like, etc., that is something we could easily get you involved in the show with. And maybe I'll put out a last one for everyone here at the table. If you're going to one of those events where you see real sugar bombs or any other of those products from Fallout brought to real life, I know a lot of us here are looking to get our hands on those. So if you get to cop in some of those extra versions of it, I know many people here would like to get them from you. So get in touch. Don't be shy. These episodes are going to go up to the Vault Broadcast podcast feed, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you grab podcasts. If it's not on your favorite player, get in touch with me, whether it's Discord or in the comments of our Substack. I will get it on your favorite place. If I'm missing one, these get archived in video form up to YouTube. So follow Vault Broadcast everywhere. Leave some comments, some thumbs up. Tell your friends. Introduce your friends to all these great creators. I emphasize this show is all about sharing and sharing alike. And we're about to go into our intermission here. So for people watching or this in a recorded, syndicated format, this is going to cut it here. We might preserve some of this game footage for some of our bonus members up on Coffee. Because again, we're going to see some Fallout 76 gameplay. We're going to probably talk a little Pip-Boy here in a minute. But we're going to let our guests get up, stretch their legs, and all the rest. So for everyone out there, check out overseerkyle.com for all of my links. And you can find all of our guest info linked in the description below or wherever you're at. Make sure your name is on the newsletter as well, vaultbroadcast.com. Everyone, let's get ready to do this intermission. So why don't I run a something akin to a BRB screen here for a moment. We'll splash that up here. That way, all of our guests, you can all step up away from it. Then as we begin to filter back in, we can start chit-chatting on the casual. And then at 7 o'clock, that's the top of this hour, we will go ahead and dive into our actual Fallout 76 gameplay. So go ahead and boot that stuff up. But let me go ahead and do a little pivot here, and then we'll all be off. Sorry, folks at home. This is going to say start for